Around 40 million European homes in rural areas have no access to the natural gas grid. That is twice as many homes as there are in the whole of the UK. According to Ecofys research, which was commissioned by FREE in 2011, most homes and businesses in rural areas across the EU still rely on highly polluting fuels, such as oil and coal. In France, clear differences exist in the energy mix. Rural households use more fuel oil and less natural gas than urban ones. Buildings in rural areas tend to be older and less energy efficient than the ones in urban areas. We all agree that we need to change this situation. The question is how? It is time to make important choices for the future of rural energy in Europe. This is why FREE is launching the Free Choices campaign. Clean technologies for rural areas are available, but how can we increase their use? Free Choices is a tool that helps choose the right energy solution or technology. Free Choices looks at each fuel or technology and evaluates its merits in terms of emission reduction, efficiency, availability, and affordability. We need help from energy stakeholders to complete the Free Choices tool. Therefore, over the coming months, FREE will start a dialogue to gather more information. Ecofys will scientifically review the input from all stakeholders. After the review, FREE will make the information available online and through social media. It is time for policymakers to make available clean rural energy choices more accessible. That's why, as part of the Free Choices campaign, we've launched our first white paper. FREE would like to ask the European Commission to issue guidance documents for Member States to ensure that the Energy Efficiency Directive also benefits rural areas. FREE would also encourage the European Commission to follow up on the Energy Efficiency Directive with a proposal targeting building renovation, with specific measures for rural areas. The proposal should also focus on financing facilities and funding schemes. By tackling the energy efficiency challenge in rural areas through ambitious renovation targets, EU policymakers would embark on a win-win scenario: lower emissions, lower energy bills, higher job prospects for local communities. Overall, EU energy policy should be rural-proofed to avoid any damaging unintended consequences for rural dwellers. FREE thinks that governments at European, national, but also regional level can play an important role to make rural energy more sustainable. Our vision for 2050 is a countryside where decentralised energy plays a much greater role, and where cleaner fuels and technologies are used to the right purpose and in the right conditions. The future of rural energy in Europe depends on the choices we make today. Let's make sure we enable people to make the right ones and that governments support these choices.